next topic is economic reforms since 1991 or new economic policy. This is a very important concept. After independence, Indian government adopted the path of economic planning for the economic development of the country. What is the main objective? The main objective is to achieve the target of specific time. But it is failed because of at that time private sector is giving less importance. Here public sector is important, but public sector doesn't do any work for the development of the country. So we need some economic reforms. Now what is the meaning of economic reforms? Economic reforms in India means all those policy measures undertaken by the government of India since 1991 to promote productivity, profitability and efficiency of the economy to make it global competitive. Its basic pillars are privatization, liberalization and the globalization. The main purpose of economic reforms is increase the productivity, profitability and the efficiency of the economy and make the economy as a global competitive. So why we need economic reforms? There are some reasons. So we need the economic reforms. The first is excessive fiscal deficit. Excessive fiscal deficit means when our total expenditure is more than our total receipts. When borrowings are more, such burden of borrowings are increased, Indian economy was to suppose to catch in debt trap. Then the Indian government is requested to IMF in the World Bank for help. So IMF and World Bank to help $7 billion for coming up out this situation. Then IMF sanctioned the loan, but IMF sanctioned conditional loan on the basis of economic reforms. It's a remedy for the economic reforms. Now, the second reform is balance of payment deficit. What is the meaning of balance of payment deficit? Means when foreign receipts are less than our foreign payments. Here, the foreign receipts are less than the foreign payments, so the Indian international borrowings burden are increased. International liquidity trap is increased. The percentage of debt services increased from 15% to 13% of total export during 1980 to 1991. So India needs the economic reforms. The second is balance of payment deficit. Third is rise in prices. After 1960 to 61, prices are continuously rise. So that inflation rate is increased, that is increased from 6.7% to 16.7%. The reason behind it, supply of money supply is increased and the shortage of goods. If there is shortage of goods in the market, the demand will be increased and then prices are continuously rise. So how we can decrease the demand? Then the steps will be taken. The third is poor performance of public sector. Already I told you at that time public sector has given more importance than the private sector. In 1951 there is only 5 public sector. During the 5-year plannings up to the 1991, 232 public sectors are running, but they are not working properly. Here private sector is not working properly. Due to this reason, the poor performance of public sector, we need the economic reforms. Next is reduction in foreign exchange reserve. Reduction in foreign exchange reserve 1990-1991 foreign reserves are lowest reserves. That is a level of 2500 crores only, and this money is enough only for the payment of 3 weeks importance. Then the Chandrasekhar government had to mortgage loan reserves with the other country to pay the interest and the foreign debts. So this is also the reason of our economic reforms. Our foreign reserves are very less. They are very less. They are not enough for the payment. This is enough only for the 3 weeks. So we need the economic reforms. And last is Gulf crisis. Gulf crisis means Iran and Iraq war in 1991 is also known as Gulf crisis. Here the prices of petrol is continuously rises. The sharp rise in petrol prices in the international market, so our import bills are increased, but our export is not increased. So this is also the main reason of the economic reforms. So all these are the reasons of the economic reforms. The first is excessive fiscal deficit, second is balance of payment deficit, third is rise in prices, fourth is poor performance of public sector, fifth is reduction in foreign exchange reserve, and last is a Gulf reserve. Ultimately, whatever is done in the new economic reform, that is liberalization, privatization and the globalization. Before that, it is a licensing policy, quota policy and the permit policy. This LQP is converted into the LPG.